Hi, Sean Callahan here, coming back at you again with Husker Online. We just heard from punter Brian Buccini. We heard from quarterback Casey Thompson yesterday, and now we're pleased to bring in on Husker Chat Live Nebraska's new running back edition, Anthony Grant out of New Mexico Military Institute. As we're going to be taking questions and interviewing Anthony here on all of our Husker Online social channels. This chat is brought to you by Sandhills Global, empowered by ABM. If you have equipment to sell it at auctiontime.com. Well, let's welcome in Anthony Grant. Anthony, it's got to be just a whirlwind. You were here for your official visit, didn't have a scholarship offer necessarily in hand. You got the offer, you committed, and now you're a Husker moving into Lincoln into an apartment right now.
Yes, sir.
So talk about that process. How fast and crazy was it for you to get to where you're at here on Wednesday?
It was really like a crazy experience. Coming out of JUCO, I'm saying, not knowing where I'm going, I'm saying, without them giving me the offer, but them just, I'm saying, keeping in touch with me and just, I'm saying, I'm saying, like Coach Cooper, he came to like one of our practices, so like, I'm saying, just them showing me some love, like, I'm saying, like that really was like a big, contribution to, I'm saying, me coming here.
We're talking here with running back Anthony Grant, and you had a great season. You guys won the national championship. You beat Iowa Western, which I'm sure you probably know is about an hour away from Lincoln. Just how rewarding was the season to win the national championship at New Mexico Military?
It was great. I mean, it was really a great experience, and I'm saying, something that I'll probably, I'm saying, remember for I'm saying, a long time. And I'm saying, JUCO, and I'm saying, playing in that national championship was just something that, I'm saying, that was, I'm saying, like I said, a great experience. I had, I'm saying, some brothers in JUCO that I'm saying, that I done met, and it was like a, I'm saying, like a lifelong, I'm saying, relationship that I done built with them boys. So it was great for real.
Yeah, when did you know it was going to really claim the National Player of the Year in junior college football? I mean, did you have an idea that type of season for yourself was possible?
I knew it was possible. I knew if I just, I'm saying, kept my head down, focused, I'm saying, stayed in my books, and just, I'm saying, everything, took care of everything on the field, I'm saying, I'm saying, I could do it. So you feel me? I just kept my head down, focused, and got it done.
Well, you talk about just earning what you get. I mean, you were originally, I believe, a Florida State recruit out of high school. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And then you went to Garden City and then New Mexico, both?
Yeah, I went to Garden City, and then I went to New Mexico.
I mean, you think about that. I mean, just you really had to earn, to get back to that Power 5 level. I mean, you thought you were there probably out of high school, and you spent the last few years, just scraping and clawing to get back to this point. I mean, how hard was the journey? And were there moments over that journey where, you thought about quitting, or, it wasn't what you thought it was going to be? I mean, kind of what kept you through this? Because I'm guessing from Tallahassee going to Garden City, Kansas, and Roswell, New Mexico,
Yeah,
it wasn't necessarily probably a smooth ride.
yeah. No, it wasn't, and what I'm saying, everything I've been through, like, it's made me mentally stronger. What I'm saying, and just me being able to, what I'm saying, realize that, what I'm saying, realize that, what I'm saying, I gotta take advantage of my opportunities, and what I'm saying, the things in front of me, and just what I'm saying, just paying attention to every little detail, and making sure, what I'm saying, what I'm saying, uh, I what I'm saying, I just handle my business. So
How tough is JUCO life? I'm sure like Florida State and now Nebraska, you get amenities galore. I mean, as far as food and gear and support, when you're at a JUCO, how much are you on your own for just about
uh,
everything you do?
Yeah, you're really on your own. I mean, you feel me? It's JUCO, so like things are hard, and you know what I'm saying, like you really got to focus up in JUCO. But I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, being at that military school, like, you know what I'm saying, that was a plus too. Like I feel like the military school, well, New Mexico military, was a really good school for me to go to. So
What is that? So is there a military drill that you guys do in the mornings there? I mean, what is the requirements there at New Mexico military?
yeah, we used to have like formation in the mornings or we would have to be in military uniform, get up at 6, have formation, and it was like a lot of, like, you know what I'm saying, little military stuff, but it was also like the football side of things. So you know what I'm saying, that kind of took back on like some of the things that we like did at the school, like despite like the other students like the ROTC and stuff like that. But like it was a very, you know what I'm saying, well structured school.
Yeah, when you left Garden City to go out to New Mexico, did you have any idea like of all that stuff? And when you probably first got out there, I'm sure you're like, man, there's a little bit more responsibility here than just football.
Wait, can you repeat that? I didn't hear what you said.
Just when you got to New Mexico military with all the extra things, getting up at 6 a.m. and doing the drill, you know, when did, what was like the hardest part of that? You know, just kind of transitioning to getting up at probably 5 a.m. every day and all the things you had to do
Um, wait, you talking about at Nebraska or
at New
New
Mexico
Mexico military?
military.
Okay,
Yeah, New
okay,
Mexico
okay.
military. Yeah.
Uh, it was honestly a big change, and um, just uh, just me realizing that, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to lose, not, you know what I'm saying, not being able to play football anymore. And you know what I'm saying, just me really, you know what I'm saying, adjusting to what they did. And you know what I'm saying, just really realizing that, you know what I'm saying, like it was really like my last opportunity. So you know what I'm saying, just really me, you know what I'm saying, getting adjusted to things and just focusing up, listening, you know what I'm saying, just learning more even about the military stuff, just, you know what I'm saying, just learning as a whole.
We're talking here with Nebraska running back transfer Anthony Grant, came from New Mexico Military Academy or Institute. This interview is brought to you by Sandhills Global, empowered by ABM. Got some questions here. Levi's got one here for you, Anthony. Um, you know, I don't know how much did you and Gabe Irvin's careers ever overlap at
Mhm.
Buford. How well do you know Gabe Irvin? Did you talk to Gabe Irvin about coming to Nebraska?
Yeah, nah, Gabe, that's my boy. He was actually a freshman when I was a senior in high school. So you know, we were coached by the same coach, a great running back coach. So you know what I'm saying, like some of our game is, you know, alike. So you know what I'm saying, me and Gabe, we go way back, and you know what I'm saying, that's really my dog. So it's good to be, you know what I'm saying, at the same school with him.
And you guys have a new running backs coach, and you got to meet Coach Brian Applewhite. Came from TCU. You met him this weekend.
Mhm.
What did Brian Applewhite have to say to you? What do you like about your new running backs coach?
Coach Applewhite, he's a great coach. He seems like he's really about his business. He seems like he cares about us. Um, uh, and he seems like he's really excited for this year.
You know, coming out of the junior college, you had a great year. I think a lot of people were kind of waiting on just to make sure you could get in January. Besides Nebraska, who were the other people that were starting to contact you and kind of recruiting you here over the month of January?
Uh, uh, FAU and USC were the other two, and also New Mexico State.
What I mean, why do you think you were kind of under the radar? I mean, you led your team to the national championship. You're a former Florida State guy. You
Mhm.
were an early enrollee. You were the national player of the year. You've got film. You've got speed. I mean, what did your coach get any feedback? I mean, like what really kind of, you know, what maybe held you back from like blowing up even more? Because you know, just looking at your resume, obviously, you would think, tons of teams would have been knocking on your door.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't really know about, you know what I'm saying, about that or anything. Like, you feel me? Like,
Do you
to be
think the
honest, I was. Hmm?
do you think like the transfer portal has hurt like JUCO guys? Like when you look at JUCO recruiting, have a lot of
Um,
JUCO guys maybe lost some opportunities because the transfer portal has over 1,000
yeah.
guys that have gone in there this year?
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely feel like, you know what I'm saying, the transfer portal has, you know what I'm saying, messed up some opportunities for JUCO guys, but um, I mean, that's that. I feel like that's kind of how, you know what I'm saying, everything's like set up. Like, you feel me? It's kind of hard for, you know what I'm saying, JUCO guys to, you know what I'm saying, get recruited by schools if, you know what I'm saying, like other players from other schools are transferring from you know what I'm saying, another D1 to another D1 or whatever. Like, you feel me? Like, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, like of course, you know what I'm saying, coaches are gonna want like someone that went to
Oh,
Stanford and then well, went to another school, you know what I'm saying, then, you know what I'm saying, a JUCO guy that, you know what I'm saying, that someone probably, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't really know like that or like anything like that. So
got a question here from Trey Loper. Wants to know, how familiar are you with maybe the history of Nebraska's running backs? Have you studied up on your new place? I know you've only been in Nebraska for a few days. Do you know much about the history of some of the running backs from here?
I mean, I don't really know a lot about like the running backs here, but I've been talking to the coaches about some running backs that have played here like in the past. Like, uh, we were just talking about I don't forgot though, but I'm
Who
sure
do
I
you,
remember.
like as far as your game? Like who do you like to watch, or who do you kind of try to resemble when you play running back?
I feel like I resemble some type of Alvin Kamara. Um, uh, yeah, I feel like my game really, you know what I'm saying, fits in with Alvin Kamara, and, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of Josh Jacobs, a little bit with, you know what I'm saying, a little elusiveness to me.
Got another question here from Brendan. Wants to know, what was your main reason for coming to Lincoln, and then a follow up to that. How quickly did you commit, or did you know when you got the green light and the offer? How fast did the commitment come?
Uh, I mean, when 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 I came to Lincoln, like, well, the biggest thing that really like pulled me like to Lincoln is, you know what I'm saying, I felt like the tradition here is, you know what I'm saying, something like different. Um, and I felt like, you know what I'm saying, the program and what Nebraska has to offer, you know what I'm saying, is something that, you know what I'm saying, I can use to, you know what I'm saying, build the best player, you know what I'm saying, that I could be. And you know what I'm saying, helping me and building me into a player that can really excel in the league and, you know what I'm saying, also get his degree.
There's 17, I think, newcomers that are going to be here, between transfer portal, high school recruits, junior college recruits for the spring, and a lot of you guys are kind of all in the same boat. Who you
Mhm.
living with? You got a roommate yet, or are you kind of getting all settled in right now?
Yes, sir. I just actually moved in with Omar. Omar, he's a receiver. I think he came out of Kilgore, the Kilgore
Yeah,
JUCO.
Omar Manning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So how'd you get connected with Omar Manning?
Uh, I mean, I guess they just put me in the room, I guess.
Oh
So,
yeah, there. So
yeah.
the running backs. You look at the running back room. You said you met Gabe Irvin. Have you had a chance to meet the other running backs in Nebraska?
Uh, yeah, I met a couple others. I think I met Mark. What I think his name is Marquise.
Marquise,
Yeah,
Marquise Step.
Marquise. And some more players, but you feel me? Like I haven't really got a chance to meet them or whatever. But You know what I'm saying? Everything. Like I'm still meeting players on the team, but I feel like I end up meeting them.
How competitive? I mean, you came through a lot of competition in junior college, I'm sure. Just
Mm-hmm.
kind of when you meet the other guys, I mean, I'm sure you're cordial and friendly, but deep inside, there's got to be some competitive tension. Like, hey, nice to meet you, but I'm
Yeah.
here to get the job.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's really like gonna come with, you know what I'm saying, with us just loving the game of football, and you know what I'm saying, and that's really what's gonna make, you know what I'm saying, make the backfield, and you know what I'm saying, make you know what I'm saying, make it like make us compete, and just, you know what I'm saying, that's really what's gonna really make us better. It's us competing, and you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, just making each other better.
We're
And
talking here
just that competitive nature, that competitive side.
we're talking here with Anthony Grant, as we kind of move things through. So, did you start classes yet? Have you kind of got going academically? I know classes began on Tuesday. Have you been able to kind of, get all that stuff taken care of here in your first few days?
Uh, I actually just got my classes and stuff. I just enrolled in my classes, so my classes really start tomorrow. So I'm gonna get into my classes tomorrow and things like that. And that's when I'm really gonna start that's when I'm really gonna start getting things rolling and stuff like that. So
Yeah. How did it go down? You committed on Sunday. Did you go home and then come back, or did you kind of just
yeah,
pack a little heavier? Or how did that work out? Because I mean, you really didn't have much time to get this thing situated.
yeah. I really just I committed um, that Sunday of my official. I went home, and then you know what I'm saying, we just immediately came back. So we just I went home, and then I came immediately back. Like I was like, you know what I'm saying, that's probably like the best thing for me to do is just, you know what I'm saying, get to the school as soon as possible, and just, you know what I'm saying, get things rolling.
When's your first workout? Do you get to start working out here this week, or will it probably be more like next week?
Um, I'm not really sure when I'll start working out, but it'll probably be soon.
Got a question here. I don't know if you even know this, but from Trey Loper, you guys are going to open the season against Northwestern in week 0. That game is in Dublin, Ireland. Did you have
Mhm.
any idea that you're going to open your Husker career in Dublin, Ireland? And are you excited to go overseas and play a football game?
Yes, sir. I'm really excited. I feel like it'd be a great experience, and just, you know what I'm saying, just playing in another country, you know what I'm saying, like I feel like it would be a great experience, and especially playing Northwestern, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it'll really be good for us.
Now, playing in junior college football, what was it like atmosphere wise? I mean, were the crowds kind of like smaller? I mean, give us an idea kind of what you've been playing in front of the last couple of years
Wait, are you talking about
in New Mexico.
yeah, it was definitely a you know what I'm saying, different. It was definitely different. You know what I'm saying, smaller crowds, you know what I'm saying, and everything. I feel, I mean, I feel that, you know what I'm saying, me just getting back, you know what I'm saying, to a Power Five, and you know what I'm saying, getting back, and you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, being in the stadium like Lincoln Stadium, like, well, War Memorial Stadium, like, I feel that I'm ready, and I feel that that I don't know, I just feel like we're gonna be ready,
So when
and
you
I'm.
were recruited out of high school by Florida State, was
Mhm.
that a Jimbo Fisher back then, or was that Willie Taggart, or who were the coaches at Florida State back when you originally got recruited by the Seminoles out of high school?
That was Willie Taggart.
Willie Taggart, okay.
Uh-huh.
And at that time, I mean, Florida State, I mean, what was that like a no brainer, pretty close to home? What like kind of what jumped out for them to be your team out of high school?
Uh, Out of high school, it was really when I went down there, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, it was a, like, you know what I'm saying, it was really, I felt like it was me. I felt like you know what I'm saying, like they had like a family type, you know what I'm saying, like feeling down there. So I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I would be good down there and things like that. But
Got a question here from Levi, and I'll add to it. He wants to know, what is your 40 time, and were you a track guy? Do you have track times that you could share?
yeah, my 40 time is a high 4.4, low 4.5. And in the 100 meter, yeah, I actually ran track in high school. I ran a 10.9, but I'm sure I could have ran faster. But you know what I'm saying, I ran a 10.9, which was my fastest. But you know, I'm faster than that now.
What's your height and weight
Yeah.
right
It's how much do I weigh?
now? Yeah, and your height. What's your height and weight?
I'm 6 foot, 200 right now.
You always kind of play about 200, or do you add a little bit or drop a little bit during the football season?
I mean the I mean, yeah, I always played around like 200 or whatever, but I'm probably gonna, you know what I'm saying, go up to like 210 or whatever.
Got another question here. Can you return punts and kicks? Is that something you're comfortable doing?
Yes, sir, I can, and I'm comfortable returning kicks, or you know what I'm saying, doing anything to you know what I'm saying, help my team.
Got another question here. I'm not sure if you even know this, but the last New Mexico Military Institute player at Nebraska was Zach Bowman. He was a 5-star guy out of there. Went on to the NFL and did a lot of great things for many years. You familiar with the name Zach Bowman? Has anyone brought up his name to you at all?
Was he the quarterback?
A corner,
Corner.
defensive,
Okay.
6'2" corner.
Yeah.
It was obviously way before your time, but I think he's the
Yeah.
last guy to come from New Mexico Military.
Yeah. Nah. I never heard of him.
Another question here. Can you be a bell cow type back? Can you take 20 plus carries a game in the Big Ten?
Yes, sir.
What was the most carries you had at JUCO?
The most carries I had 35 carries.
35. How'd your body feel?
My body felt great.
How many yards? What was your highest yards game at New Mexico?
I had a game I rushed for in the semifinals. I rushed for 398 with 5 touchdowns.
Wow. So your team was ranked in the top 5 or so all year. Did you have a lot of games where you guys blew people out and you didn't really have to play a lot in the second half? I mean, what were your games like this year?
We had we had a couple games where we just, you know what I'm saying, blew some guys out, and you know what I'm saying, like I did, well, you know what I'm saying, I didn't need to play for like the last two quarters or whatever. So I mean, it felt great, and you know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying, my coach didn't need me in, then you know what I'm saying, I was cool with it for real.
What was this always fascinates me about junior college football. What was the longest bus ride that you guys had to take? Because there's really not a lot of teams probably nearby Roswell, New Mexico.
Yeah, the longest bus ride was probably 9 to 10 hours or something like that. So we took a couple long trips for real. So
So when you would play on the road, was it always like a 1 o'clock game so you could turn right back around and leave?
can you repeat that?
When you guys played like road games, did you guys usually play like a 1 o'clock type game so you could get on the bus and drive all the way back then?
Wait, you said did we play 1 o'clock games?
So yeah, when you played like road games for the junior college,
Yeah.
just because the bus rides are so long. I mean, I'm sure you guys
Oh
probably
yeah.
you play a lot of day games, right? What was like the latest you guys got back on a bus trip on some of those games?
The latest we probably got back was probably, I mean, sometimes we would get back like we would have a game probably at 7, play the game, and have to drive all the way back to New Mexico. It would, like we would probably get back probably 6 in the morning, like
Wow.
like some long trips.
Did they have plugins on the bus where you could plug your phone in at least?
Yeah, we had plugins. We had plugins.
Well, that makes it be a little bit easier, but I can't imagine, how long some of those rides are. And I'm sure, did you sleep on those bus rides, or is it pretty hard to sleep on some of those long bus trips?
Uh, I mean, nah. I mean, sometimes, but most of the time I slept though.
All right, got time for a couple more questions from Trey Loper. He wants to know, and I'm sure you get asked this all the time. Have you watched Last Chance U? Is that a good reflection of JUCO life from what you've seen in the show Last Chance U?
I feel that. A lot, like a lot of it is, what I'm saying. Well, really is. Well, really, it really does. What I'm saying. Live up to, what I'm saying, what Last Chance You portrays, and what I'm saying, things like that. But like especially the, what I'm saying, the mental, the mental mindset of, what I'm saying, being in JUCO. Like I feel that was really real, and also what I'm saying, some things in Last Chance You, what I'm saying, wasn't the truth. What I'm saying. What I'm saying, there's some guys in JUCO that, what I'm saying, that are really, what I'm saying, really great players, and what I'm saying, really guys in JUCO that, what I'm saying, loves football. So um, like I really feel like, what I'm saying, like being in JUCO can really what I'm saying, mold, like, well, not mold, but yeah, like mold your mindset, mold what I'm saying, your game into, what I'm saying, you been, what I'm saying, the best you can be, and just really what I'm saying, changing your mindset about things, and what I'm saying, like really JUCO is really what I'm saying, like a what I'm saying, it I don't really know how to say it, like but what I'm saying, JUCO really changes the way you are and the way you think, and what I'm saying, it really is, what I'm saying, a grind, what I'm saying, being in JUCO.
Yeah, one thing about junior college teams is they have big rosters. I mean, how many guys just come and go? I mean, do you see guys like
Yeah,
new people showing up? And I mean, I'm sure you show up to the dorms and they're like, "Oh, so and so moved out." Like, is
yeah.
there a lot of that goes on where guys just come and go with all their different stories?
Yeah, it was, what I'm saying, a couple guys that came in and left immediately, and what I'm saying, just, what I'm saying, seeing their stories and stuff like that. Like, it's really, what I'm saying, it's crazy to see.
Well, last question here. February 28th, opening day of spring practice. How excited are you to get to work knowing that you're about 6 weeks away from the open of spring ball here?
Yes, sir. And I yeah, yes, sir. Like, I'm, what I'm saying, I'm really ready for spring ball, getting in the playbook. What I'm saying, and just getting in the weight room, um, the classroom, and just everything. Really, just taking care of my business.
Hey, well, Anthony, this has been a lot of fun. I know it's got to have been just a whirlwind for you to commit Sunday and go back home, and then come back to Lincoln and get here by Tuesday, and kind
Mhm.
of start your journey now. But welcome to Nebraska. I know a lot of people are excited to see you kind of get going here.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
that wraps it up here with Anthony Grant on this edition of Husker Chat Live. Once again, we're brought to you by Sand Hills Global and powered by ABM.